From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather tonight.
Clear skies and chilly temperatures here across the Tennessee Valley tonight. Now, the wind staying up in the 7 to 10 mile per hour range will keep us from dropping all the way as low as we otherwise could across the area, but I do think we're well down into the 30s toward daybreak, with mid to upper 30s likely across the area. Now, Futurecast will overdo that cooling by a few degrees because it often does that on nights when the wind doesn't really go calm. It will often overdo the radiation of cooling by a few degrees. So I don't expect the 30 to 32 across southern Tennessee that it shows, but I do expect widespread mid to upper 30s across the area by daybreak. And then a chilly day here for our Thursday, daytime highs struggling to get out of the upper 40s into the lower 50s, but a windy day and northwest winds sustained 15 to 25 miles per hour tomorrow. Gust 30, 35, maybe isolated 40 miles per hour at times, especially midday into the afternoon with the daytime heating process and that mixing of the lower atmosphere. The dropping out of the 40s into the 30s tomorrow night, and very likely to get down into the low to mid 30s toward daybreak, but clouds will be increasing after 10 p.m. to midnight, and that may act as a little bit of an insulating blanket, slowing the rate of cooling toward daybreak. But I do think we're well down near the freezing mark toward daybreak on our Friday morning. Snow showers flying Thursday night and the Friday morning over the eastern mountains of Tennessee. That stays off to the east of our area, but it won't be too far up the road. Struggling to get out of the upper 40s on our Friday, but we do start to moderate things over the weekend. High pressure will be shifting east of us, south and east of us. Saturday, that gives us more of a westerly wind here, which is often a warming wind, so we'll be back to the mid to upper 50s. And then more of a southerly flow Sunday into early next week gets us back into the 60s here. And Monday, we may be knocking on the door of 70 degrees as warmer air returns to the area, but we will caution that the middle of next week, especially Wednesday and Thanksgiving Thursday, is a big question mark, because there's the potential for a weather system coming through, and the models are flip-flopping all over the place with whether it will move through in a quiet fashion and we won't see too much rain, or if it will be a heavy rain situation with highs in the 60s, or if it will be a strong storm situation with temperatures near 70. There's a lot of things to figure out. So for now, until we get more model consistency over the next day or two, we're going to go with a middle of the road approach for Wednesday into Thursday of next week, and then we'll start heading one way or another once we start getting models to be more consistent on an idea as we head through the next few days. Clear skies for our Thursday, but it's not going to feel nice out there with that gusty northwest wind tomorrow. Daytime highs struggling to get out of the upper 40s into the lower 50s. Again, winds gusting as high as 30, 35 miles per hour tomorrow. Can't rule out an isolated 40 mile per hour wind gust here and there. Not as windy on Friday, but still breezy and chilly. Daytime highs into the upper 40s with partly sunny skies, moderating through the weekend, and then we start to see rain showers back in the forecast the first half of next week. But again, I caution, don't take that forecast Wednesday at absolute face value for right now. It may not necessarily end up verifying at 57 and a chance of rain. That's just the middle of the road approach, so we can trend one way or the other once things become more consistent. It may trend warmer into the 60s or near 70 if thunderstorms get involved, or it could stay a bit more quiet. Again, models are flip-flopping. We'll know more details here over the next day or two, and we'll start to solidify that forecast as we get closer. There's the latest 7-day forecast. I'll be filling in for Ben Luna tomorrow morning. I'll be back at 4 a.m. with your wake-up weather forecast.